Today, we're talking about realistic 2025 price predictions for some of the biggest crypto tokens on the market. Not hype, not wild guesses, actual grounded numbers. Most people think bull market predictions are nothing more than speculation. Everyone's got a moonshot target and 99% of them never come close. But the truth is, you can make far more accurate calls if you understand the patterns from past cycles, the catalysts in play right now, and where sentiment actually peaks. My team and I have been through multiple crypto cycles, covered hundreds of projects, and tracked market behavior in real time for years. I've seen the difference between hype and reality, and by the end of this video, you'll know exactly where I think each of these coins is headed and why. Let's kick off with Hyperliquid, a decentralized high-performance derivatives exchange focused on perpetual futures. It's aiming to deliver SEX-level speed and liquidity fully on-chain. In other words, this is where you can do perp trading or leverage trading without KYC. The HIP-3 mainnet launch will let anybody create perpetual markets by staking hype, and this could definitely drive demand and trading volume. However, you have to stake 1 million hype tokens. This is already the largest decentralized derivatives exchange. It boasts a sub 0.2 second latency and a matching engine rivaling top centralized exchanges. Past incidents have raised decentralization concerns, and competition from club-based chains like Fogo is heating up. From today's current levels, realistic 2025 targets are from about $103 to $129 per hype token. Hype is in one of crypto's most proven verticals, derivatives, and if it keeps growing market share, it could be a standout this cycle. But while hype is climbing fast, the next token may be the single best positioned altcoin for 2025. Solana. Solana has become the fastest growing layer 1, known for unmatched speed and scalability across DeFi, NFTs, meme coins, and even tokenized stocks. Two catalysts stand out: Solana ETFs, which there is 1 live and 7 more filed for, and the push for real-world assets on-chain. With about 4 million daily active addresses, this is top 3 of all chains, and ultra-low fees, Solana is pulling in everyone from casual traders to major institutions. Network downtime history remains its main weakness, and growing usage increases attack incentives. Realistic 2025 targets are from $385 to $675. However, Solana's adoption breadth, it is unmatched. And when even the US president launches a token on it, you know it's at the cultural and technical center of crypto. But if Solana is a speed king, the next token is a DeFi king and the gateway to altcoin season. Ethereum. Ethereum remains the foundation of DeFi, with 60% of all crypto TVL and the largest developer community. Massive ETF inflows are fueling institutional demand, sometimes over $1 billion in a single day, while its ecosystem from dApps to layer 2s continues to expand. High fees during peak use and a flood of L2s, not all available. This creates a fragmentation risk, and the L2s do not add value to the ETH asset. Realistic 2025 targets are around $7,180 to $14,900 per ETH token. Ethereum is the altcoin season starter. When BTC starts to cool, ETH is usually the first to run, setting the tone for the rest of the market. But Ethereum's dominance isn't the only institutional story. The next token is built for global payments, and it is rumored to be loved by banks. XRP. XRP is built for cross-border payments, bridging banks and crypto with fast, low-cost settlement. The Made in USA branding appeals to mainstream investors, and it's unmatched in institutional adoption for payment rails. Large token unlocks and high team control, they do remain risks. Realistic 2025 targets are $4.82 to $6. XRP's blend of institutional use and mass retail familiarity keeps it in the top 10 lists every cycle. If XRP rules cross-border payments, the next token rules the world's biggest exchange. BNB. BNB powers Binance, the largest SEX in its own blockchain system. Binance has the widest licensing footprint, and its founder, CZ, is one of crypto's most influential figures. However, its growth at all costs adds regulatory uncertainty, and history had CZ going to jail and Binance paying $4.3 billion in fines in 2023-2024. And centralization concerns of the blockchain remain. Realistic 2025 targets are $1,215 to $2,450. BNB's fate is tied to Binance's dominance, making it a key bull run player. And if BNB owns the exchange world, the next token dominates stablecoin settlement worldwide. Tron. Tron is a fast, low-cost L1 and backbone for stablecoin transfers globally. It hosts over half of Tether, USDT supply and processes a large chunk of global stablecoin volume. Upcoming upgrades and BitTorrent integration could deepen this lead. Regulatory scrutiny and reliance on USDT are key risks. Realistic 2025 targets are 64 cents to $1.12. As long as stablecoins grow, especially in emerging markets, Tron remains critical infrastructure. However, it is extremely centralized, just like XRP. So if Tron owns stablecoins, the next token owns the data and powers DeFi. Chainlink. Chainlink is the dominant decentralized Oracle network by TVL, securing over 60% of the Oracle market. Buybacks and new integrations, including with traditional institutions, reinforce its moat. Centralization of node operators and indirect value capture remain issues. Realistic 2025 targets are $82 to $143. Chainlink bridges blockchains to real-world data, critical for DeFi growth and tokenized assets. If Link connects blockchains to reality, the next token is optimizing an entire blockchain network for high-speed customization. Avalanche and the AVAX token. Avalanche is a high-speed L1 with customizable subnets and sub-second finality. The $40 million Retro 9000 grants program and Etna upgrade in December last year could accelerate adoption. Subnet fragmentation and high token emissions are concerns. Realistic 2025 targets are $100 to $125. Avalanche is quietly faster and more efficient than ever, and renewed attention could spark a strong run. While Avalanche focuses on customization, the next token is a Solana challenger with its own twist. SUI, more commonly referred to as SUI. This is a high-speed L1 optimized for asset-centric applications, allowing on-chain assets to evolve over time. The SUI Fest conference in October could boost adoption, and industry experts believe it has massive upside. A major token unlock on September 1st does pose some short-term risk. Realistic 2025 targets are $14.92 to $18.57. SUI is a credible Solana alternative with unique asset features and growing traction. Also, Raoul Pal is a big fan and one of the loudest voices in crypto. And now he's on the board of the SUI Foundation and working for his backs. And to close the list, we return to the king that started it all, Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the original cryptocurrency, the largest by market cap, and the leader of every bull run. Potential US Reserve adoption and Fed rate cuts are major tailwinds, alongside record ETF inflows. It's still banned in some regions, and mining economics remain sensitive to price swings. Realistic 2025 targets are $147,000 to $198,000. However, I will inject just a little bit of hopium. Raoul Pal has done some modeling suggesting $400,000 Bitcoin, but not this year, rather this cycle, which could be next year. Bitcoin is the foundation, a store of value, and the market's pace setter. When it runs, the rest of the market follows. And that's where I see this list of top altcoins and Bitcoin landing by the peak of 2025. These targets aren't hype, they're grounded in past cycles, current fundamentals, and the catalysts already in motion. Markets can change fast, so the key is to stay informed and adapt. If you want to track these predictions as the cycle plays out, hit subscribe and drop a comment with which token you think will beat my numbers.